Hey pretty readers, welcome back to Read Traverse, a world, a destination, a quiet little corner for readers who isn't connected by blood but who beautifully bound by books. And I'm Shivangi, your own charioteer and a literature lover who can guide you to the best books. If you're new here, hi, I'm glad you found us. And if you've been hanging out with me for a while, you know we have been diving deep into Pulitzer Prize fiction winners. Yes. So, if you watched my last video on the last 5 years of Pulitzer Prize fiction winners, you probably heard me promise this one. Yep. Today is all about 2025 Pulitzer Prize fiction winner, James, by Percival Everett. Honestly, I've been dying to talk to you all about this book because, wow, it's one of the stories that stays in your head long after you close it. So, grab your coffee, tea, or whatever you're sipping today and let's get into it. Okay, first thing first, what's this book even about? So, you probably knew Mark Twain's Adventures of Huckleberry Finn, right? A classic American novel. Wild River Journey, Mischievous Huck, and Jim, the enslaved man running for freedom. But here's the magic. Percival Everett says, hold up, what if we hear the whole story from Jim's point of view? Yes, that's what James is. Now, if you're thinking, wait, wasn't Jim just a side character in the original? Yes, exactly. And that's what makes this retelling so powerful. Everett give, gives Jim a voice, a sharp wit, and a rich emotional world that was completely missing in Twain's version. Everett takes the familiar tale and flips it inside out. Jim isn't just a sidekick anymore. He's the heart of the story. We see his sharp mind, his survival instincts, his grief, his hopes, and his dreams. It's like Everett hands Jim a mic and says, tell your truth. And let me tell you, Jim's truth hits hard. It's not just a retelling, it's reclaiming. The journey begins with Jim, who prefers to be called James, is an enslaved man owned by Miss Watson in Hannibal, Missouri. When he discovers that Miss Watson plans to sell him, separating him from his wife Sadie and his daughter Lizzie, he decided to escape. He hides on Jackson's Island where he unexpectedly reunites with Huck Finn, who has faked his own death to escape his abusive father. Together, James and Huck embark on a journey down the Mississippi River, but unlike Twain's version, this narrative delves deep into James' thought, fears, and aspiration. He's not just a sidekick, he is the protagonist of his own story. One of the most striking aspects of average James is his intelligence and self awareness. He can read and write skills he keeps hidden to protect himself. Around the white people, he adopts a dialect that expects, but his internal monologue reveals a man depth and intellect. Throughout their journey, James and Huck face numerous challenges. James isn't just an adventure tale, it's a profound exploration of freedom, identity, and resistance. Every challenges reader to reconsider the narratives we've been told earlier. Okay, so why did this book sweep up the Pulitzer? Well, honestly, it's because Everett doesn't just retell a story, he reclaims it. He deep dives into questions of freedom, identity, power, and the legacy of slavery, but without making it feel like a heavy-handed lecture. Instead, the storytelling is layered. There's a dark humor, there's a tragedy, there's a sharp commentary. What blew me away is how Everett balances the humor and the heartbreak, also the tension. Even though you think you know where the story is going, Abbott keeps you on edge and questioning, hoping, fearing. It literally genius. No wonder the Pulitzer Committee said, "Yup, this one ours." All right, time to gush a little. What I personally loved most about James is how it gives agency to a character who's been voiceless for so long. Jim isn't just running for freedom, he's strategizing his way through a world built to crush him. He's smart, resourceful, and yes, sometimes scared, but he's never flat. He's alive. And the emotional depth. Phew. One moment you're laughing at a sly, funny exchange, the next you're sitting there like, oh no, I'm not crying. You are crying. It's one of those rare books that balances weighty themes with an engaging, page turning narrative. So, who's this book for? If you're into historical fiction, retelling, literary fiction with a social punch, or honestly, if you just want story that will make you feel something, something, James is for you. But fair warning, it's not always an easy read emotionally. Everett doesn't just sugarcoat anything. You will come out a little shaken, but also grateful for the journey. Alright, friends, that's my little gush fest on James by Percival Everett. I want to hear from you. Have you read it yet? What were your big takeaways? Did you have a favorite scene or moment that stuck with you? Drop a comment below and let's make this a cozy book chat. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that little bell icon so you never miss an update from Retrievers. We've got tons of exciting content coming up, like book hauls, author spotlights, and maybe even some reading vlogs. Should we try that? Let me know. Until next time, happy reading and keep traversing the world with Read Travers. Before leaving, I will leave you with this line from James that really stuck with me. If they can have meaning, then life can have meaning. Then I can have meaning. Isn't that what stories are all about? Finding meaning even in the darkest places. What do you think? Let me know. Bye bye.